Hey y'all, it's Anime K-Man, and today I'm going to be reviewing episode 76 of Gegege no Kitarou, and I gotta say, I'm already loving how Norio Hyun is already making a nice impact for his debut, because, for one, we've seen some of the epic main villain, Gegege no Kitarou villains, they usually do things through muscling their way through situations. In the case of, say, Kyubi no Kitsune, or any of the four treasonous generals aside from her, or say Backbeard, and I like how with Norio Hyun, it takes a different approach. You have him manipulate things behind the scenes, but using intelligence, because I like how this episode from a story standpoint, you see him manipulate the situation. You see him trying to bribe politicians. When that doesn't happen, he has their cars go kabloom. And then I like how, in regards to other situations, to try to show that Kitarou's ways of, say, trying to have humans and yokai coexist don't work by manipulating a situation in the background where these workers that are part of trying to make like a golf course. I like how during those instances he manipulates a situation where they still want to construct the golf course, and they want to construct the golf course in the area where Tsuchi Kurobi is living, and this is a yokai that's lived there for 300 years, and he's worked hard to make the forest and the trees. And then it wasn't Kitarou or Kachek's efforts that stopped it, but it was a phone call that Norio manipulated. And then you have this message given to Tsuchi Kurobi from this yokai called Shonubon that it was Norio. And afterwards, he pretty much just scoffs Kitarou and he's like, y'all don't even deserve credit, it was Norio. And already, I am thoroughly impressed because throughout all of this yokai, the epic part is it hasn't even given you a full shot of him, and he's already doing all this stuff, manipulating the plot, and that's what kind of gives it like an epic factor, because this is a yokai that's not even muscling himself into it. He's manipulating himself into it, and I like how you only get glimpses of it, and you get his voice to get a feel of his gravitas, and his voice actor does a phenomenal job. So that's how I felt this episode, from a story standpoint, did amazing. It was unique. And again, what I love even more about the script of the episode was when Kitarou and Kachek did try to get into a fight with Tsuchi Kurobi, it did not end off with Kitarou and Kachek winning decisively. They were both defeated. Well, I wouldn't say defeated. They were both forced in a situation where they were in a draw, because Kitarou used his Chinchanko vest to have Tsuchi Kurobi tie himself off in like a knot, and essentially, in order for himself to get rid of the knot, he has to release Kitarou and Kachek from the slime. So I found that to be really interesting, because for one, it actually helps expand the Gegege no Kitarou universe, but in a positive way, because throughout the Gegege no Kitarou series, I'd say around 70-80% of fights are decided through power and all that kind of stuff. And I like how in this instance, no, it wasn't decided through power. It was decided through strategy. And I really, really liked that, actually. I was actually impressed. I was like, whoa, this is nice. I really love it. And that's the cool thing about Gegege no Kitarou. It does not take the approach that most animes that have action, it does not take that approach where you overpower the fuck out of the main character and they dominate a fight. No. It was intelligence that allowed Kitarou to get the draw, and that's what I really also enjoy about this episode. It shows you that the writing staff, they have the script controlled to a T, and that's why I felt this episode was also successful from a script standpoint. And I'd say overall, it was done thoroughly well. And I even liked how it had a situation where humans were acting all cocky and stuff. Again, reminding you that not all humans are good, and then you have Norio also reminding you that not all yokai are good either. Like how it keeps things balanced out for the most part. And it makes you think about which side is right, whether it was... Well, technically it was resolved the situation, but had Nurihyo not been there to like manipulate the workers to not construct anymore, it makes you wonder what would have been the right choice, to allow these workers to build the golf course, or for Tsuchi Kurobi to allow himself to live in that forest, because it is a singular individual living there. So all in all, I like that kind of like having like the gray moral area in the series, and I really enjoy that. So that was also another thing I enjoyed from the script. And as for other things, I thought from a character standpoint, it was pretty nice, because while we didn't get much in the way of character development for Kitarou and Katchik, it wasn't really necessary, because it was more like No Hyoin's episode, because already you get a lot of characterization from him. For one, you already get his ambition. He wants it implies that he wants Yokai Supreme over humans. So I do like that, because for one, that implies that he doesn't want to like have the power all for himself. It implies that he wants Yokai's reign supreme. So I do like that, because sometimes in a lot of villains in this series, at least a good amount of them are like, they want to control the world, but they want to have the power for themselves. It seems like Nurihyo is different in that regard. So I enjoy that. And two, I like how it explains that he was the one that let the 4 treasonous generals out. That was also pretty nice. And I like how it also gives you some characterization that he's actually cautious, because he's used this yokai called Shunobone to actually do it for him. So that's actually pretty nice, showing you that Nurihyo, he's not the type to flex his muscle. If he can do it without getting his hands dirty, he would do things. So already you get glimpses of his personality off of just a few nice, simple sequences. And that's why I felt it did a phenomenal job from a character standpoint. And it showed you that he's all about the lack of morality, because he wanted this politician to take dirty money, and this politician rejected, so he pretty much manipulated so that that politician's car blew up. Which I like how this episode had a sense of mystery, because you don't know how it blew up. It could have been either a bomb, or maybe Nurihyo has an ability to blow things up. We have no idea. So that's how I felt from a character standpoint. Even though Nurihyo wasn't there directly, I felt he was the main star of the episode, and he wasn't even there for long. So that's why I felt it did well from a character standpoint from him. And for Kitarou and Katchik, they didn't really get much in the way of character development. But at the very least, had a nice moment for Katchik, where she helped save Kitarou from being hit from the slime in the fight from the get-go. And you get to see Kitarou's IQ when he uses the Jinchanko vest to settle the fight into a truce. So moments like that were really nice. And on top of that, I do also like how in this episode you do have Tsuchi Kurobi. He was pretty interesting, I gotta say, how he went with Nurihyo from the get-go. That was like, whoa, that was pretty interesting. And I liked his personality. So that was pretty cool. And Kitarou did have a cool moment where he thought that the humans were pretty arrogant. So that's also another nice moment here, and there are some nice character moments. And yeah, gotta say, overall, character moments were pretty nice for the most part. And the animation, while it wasn't the strongest, it wasn't bad. It was just average, you know? But the art was pretty good though, especially like the start when it had kind of like the noir shading style. I really, really love it. And the soundtrack was pretty nice. It actually contributed to the themes. And whenever something bad was going to happen, the soundtrack would let you know something bad was going to happen. And I loved it, you know? And aside from that, the voice performances were great too. And taking all these factors in consideration, I'm going to rate this episode a strong 8 out of 10. Because Nurihyo was pretty cool. I liked the unique writing. And the new Edie was hella cutesy, and I love it. It put a smile to my face, I gotta say. I would say, oh yeah, it's definitely it's in my top 2 fifth Gegege no Guitar Edies. I think that it's that good, and I love it. So anyways, y'all, these are my thoughts on Gegege no Guitar episode 76. Be sure to comment on your thoughts on the episode in the comment section below. rate the video, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys later if you come back for more. Alright, y'all. Thank you so much. Have a great and safe day, and I'll see you guys later, because I'm definitely going to be reviewing and reacting to Gegege no Kitarou. As long as nothing extreme happens to me or drastic in my life occurs to me, I'm going to be reacting and reviewing. If y'all, at that point, if there's ever a period of time where I can't react and review to Gegege no Kitarou in 3 weeks, or if I don't make an update video, then just assume something drastic happened in my life. But yeah, I'm just giving y'all the heads up, because you never know in life. Like, just something random could happen. And sometimes I like make the channel and those thoughts just fall on my head and I'm like, shit, you know? But yeah, that's about it, y'all. Hopefully nothing of that nature happens to me or any of y'all either. I hope y'all have fun, safe lives, and prosperous. So anyways, y'all, like I said, have a great and safe day. Bye-bye.